Welcome to a Playgrounds Media RPG review.
Hi everyone, this is Hugh from Playgrounds Media bringing you another RPG review. This time I'm looking at Night's Black Agents, a vampire spy thriller by Kenneth Haidt, based on the Gumshoe system by Robin D. Laws. Now, I recently got this book and I've never played any game using the Gumshoe system before. I wasn't all that familiar with it. But the setting was what drew me to this game. When it says vampire spy thriller, it's not fucking kidding. So, a little bit about the setting before I talk about the system first. The players are all like former military agents, set in Eastern Europe if you want it to be, or really anywhere, but the book kind of has an Eastern European feel to it. And so they are former military who have discovered that there is this vampire conspiracy going on. The vampires are working behind the scenes, and now the players have dedicated their lives to kind of getting to the heart of this conspiracy and possibly killing the vampire or vampires that are running the show from the shadows. So, fairly simple to create your character. You pick a background, you can be an asset handler, a bagman, investigator, mule, hacker, medic, any of those things. You choose your investigative abilities, you put points into them, usually 1 to 3, very much like, what's a similar game? Maybe Vampire the Masquerade, where you have like the dot system. So you put points and abilities. 1 point, you're above average. 3 points, you're like the grand fucking master. Usually not more than 3 points is what they kind of recommend. So these are all your investigative abilities. There's a ton of them. And then you have your general abilities, and you put points into your general abilities, and you pick some other things to do with your background and stuff like that, and then you're pretty much good to go. So as I said, this is based on the Gumshoe system. Now, I was unfamiliar with this until I got this book and I read up on it, and it is super, super interesting. So the game is set up where you're investigators, and unlike other games where you might have to roll a dice, for example, I've been playing Call of Cthulhu, and my players are constantly like, I want to search here, and they roll the dice and they fail, so they miss an important clue or something along those lines. That's not the case with the Gumshoe system. With the Gumshoe system, if they're investigating, the game assumes that the players know what they're doing, and they're going to find the clues as the person running the game, the dungeon master or the GM if you want. You're encouraged just to give them that information. However, if they have points in the appropriate investigative ability, then they'll find out more information. For example, if they're looking through a medicine cabinet to see if the suspect is on any sort of medication and they have points in pharmacy, they're going to get more information. Or if they're trailing someone and they have points in streetwise, then they're better at what they do, so the GM is going to give them more information. So you don't roll when you're investigating. You basically use your skills to get that extra information. You only roll when you're doing what they call general tests, and using general abilities, I should say. And even then, you just roll 1 6-sided dice. Your general abilities, the points you have in general abilities, go into a pool. And let's say you have to get a 6 or higher to pass the test. You can say, I want to spend 3 points from the specific pool that you're using. For example, jump, and then you roll a 6-sided dice, add the 3 points to it, and if it gets over 6, you pass. That's it. That's all the game mechanics that you need. This game is heavily reliant on atmosphere, theme, and storytelling, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. So it goes over all the standard spy stuff, how to run chases and all of this kind of thing. Vehicles. But then we get to the good part. Then we get to the vampires. They go into so much detail. They don't just give you, this is the vampire, this is the vampire. You're encouraged to make your own villain. So you choose, is your vampire supernatural? Is it damned, like a demon on Earth? Is your vampire an alien? Or is it a mutant? Which is just hilarious. They give you a ton of backgrounds. Each one of them can be applied to any of the types of vampires. Tell you how to build the vampire. They give you skills, special abilities, vampiric powers. All of them are really different, really flavorful, incredibly thematic. And it just means that no game of this is going to be the same because the villains are going to be unique every time. That's not to say that other games don't do this. I mean, in Dungeons and Dragons, you can have like unique villains and unique kind of big bads and stuff. But, you know, a level 10 wizard is generally the same across the board. A level 20 fighter is generally the same across the board. But here, and I know I'm generalizing a lot, and I apologize to fans of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons. You should see my Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition book collection. I have pretty much everything. But you understand what I'm saying. Vampires, their weaknesses, which the players are going to kind of try to work out what the weakness is so they can use it against the vampire. They give you some sample vampires, which is really cool. And then they give you the vampire minions. And I was blown away by these. These are really great. You've got different sorts of vampires. Damphir from kind of around the world, a feral vampire, ghoul, Lamia as the female vampire. Then we get to this, Renfield. Now, those of you that have read Dracula know who the character of Renfield is. But in this game, any human follower or human minion of the vampire is known as a Renfield. I fucking cracked up at that. I think that is just so damn funny. Vampiric forms, like the different animals they can turn into. Then it goes into conspiracies because, you know, it's often hard when you're learning a new game, when you want to play a new game with players. Pardon me. If you've been playing like Dungeons and Dragons or Call of Cthulhu or something, it's hard coming up with ideas and conspiracies, but it walks you through that really well. Just a really fantastic. Goes on to the backgrounds of the European cities, how to prep a city for your games. They give you some city maps here, faction maps of who's running the cities, how to play, how to set up the stories, the clues. Really well set out. One of the best laid out RPG books I've seen in a long, long time. And then you get this. This is something that I appreciate so much when it comes to a role-playing game system. They put in a sample scenario at the back of the book that you can run the players through, and it helps you to learn the system, and it helps the players to learn the system as well. And so we have this fairly long sample scenario, which is really good. utilizes, like, forces the players to utilize a lot of different skills and things like that. And then you just have your sources, whatnot, at the end there, if you're into this kind of thing, what books to read, what movies to check out, all of that. All in all, I'm really looking forward to running this for my players. I think they're going to really enjoy it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think the Gumshoe system is a really good system for new players. It also, as well, this is something I haven't seen. Most RPGs, the scenarios are written for 4 to 6 characters. That's usually the stock standard with the Dungeons and Dragons scenarios. And so as a games master who runs a game for only 2 players, I've often got to scale things down or design my own encounters, which is fine. I don't mind that. But here, it actually tells you how many players you have and how many build points you should give those players. So if you've got 5 or more players, each player is only going to get 20 build points to build their investigative skills, because you've got more players, they're going to have more of a mixture of skills and things. Whereas if you have 2 players like I do, each player is going to get 32 investigative build points. So I thought that was a really nice touch thrown in there. There is a campaign book that I have ordered, and it's on the way, and when that comes I'll kind of talk about that. But this Night's Black Agents, a Gumshoe vampire spy thriller. Looking forward to checking this out. Hope you enjoyed this video. If this is the sort of thing that interests you, go and have a look. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.